Dear viewers, welcome to another video in the series of Power BI tutorials. In this playlist, you are understanding about how to use Power BI for data visualization. In today's video, we will understand how we can use the group by option in Power BI to summarize values for categorical data. Let's get into this video. As I was explaining in the introduction of this video, many of us have used pivot table option in Microsoft Excel to summarize data. So in this example, I have taken loan disbursement data from a non-banking financial company. What kind of loans got disbursed for different regions and how much of loan got disbursed and how many applications we received. So this is the information that I have for last 3 weeks. So if I want to summarize the loan disbursed amount for the kind of loan line of business, I can select this entire data from A till E. Now I can click on insert. I have an option called pivot table. I click on pivot table. And Microsoft Excel gives me an option to choose pivot table in the new sheet or existing sheet. So for us to understand it better, I'm going to click on existing sheet and I'm going to keep G5 as my G5 or G6 as my display position where I want the pivot table. So now I click OK. I get the pivot table. And now in this pivot table, I can drag line of business to my rows. And then I can drag loan disbursement amount to my values. And by default, it is in sum. So I'll be able to know what is the total amount of loan that got disbursed for business loan, car loan, education loan. And if I want to replace this line of business with region, so how much loan got disbursed to different region, I can remove this line of business and I can add region to my rows. And again, I'll be able to get how much loan got disbursed in different region. Now, if I want to see a combination of both, I can retain region. I can add a line of business just below region in my rows. And then I will be able to say in central zone for business loans, how much loan got disbursed. In eastern region for car loan, how much loan got disbursed. So this view is what we call it as the pivot table way of summarizing variable data for any categorical options. So here the categorical option is region and business, and the variable data is the amount of loan that got disbursed. Now let's see how can we achieve the same thing in Power BI. Let's move to the Power BI screen. So I have already imported this same data in Power BI so that we will be able to understand it in the same way. So let's get the data imported and then move on to my Power BI default editor option, right? Code editor option, in which we will have an option called group by. So let's get this data imported. So the data got imported. Now, if you see where I have moved my mouse pointer, so there you will see an option which is called group by. And let me read it for you. Just a minute. Just a minute. Let me close this for a minute. Let me close this for a minute. Let me keep my mouse pointer on that. Hold on. Yeah. So group rows in this table based on the value in the currently selected columns. So you will be able to perform exactly what you perform in your pivot table option. Let me click on Power BI now. Sorry, let me click on group by now. So in group by, there are two options. One is called basic, another one is called advanced. So let's first see what is basic. So in basic, I can choose one of my categorical variables. So what I'm going to choose as my categorical variable, I'm going to choose line of business as my variable. So what first I want to do, I want line of business to be counted and displayed. And then I want the sum, and sum need to be calculated based on loan disbursed in crores. So these are the three options I am selecting. And now if I click OK, you will see that line of business will be in my column. That is, it will be in one of the columns. And against each of line of business, I will be able to get the total sum in terms of crores. So this value will be available. From here, I can move on to different graphical representations I want. If I want to remove line of business and if I want to add region as my categorical variable, I can close this applied steps and I can again one more time click on group by. And now again, I can keep it on basics. I can in line of business. No, I will keep it on basics only for to start with. In line of business, I'm going to change line of business to region, right? And I'm going to keep it as sum, and I'm going to select loan dispersed and click OK. So now you will see the same summary being done for region. So again, I'm going to close this applied steps. Now I will explain you how the advanced options in group by work. So I click on group by again. I go to advanced options. And here I can select line of business, add group, and here I can say region. And now I will be able to select the options like before. And then I can click OK. Now, if you see, the summarization that you got is car loan for north region, home loan for north region, farm loan for north region. So we are adding two categorical variable. One is line of business, and another one is region. And by combining these two, we are able to get multiple summaries that we want. So in group by default option, basic option, you will be able to group by only one categorical column. But here you will be able to group by multiple categorical column. Now to make you understand, let me close this applied steps. And then let me click on group by one more time. This time I will go to advanced. I will keep region, line of business. And I will also keep one more column, add group. And I will keep week. Now I will select the options like before. Now I click OK. So you'll be able to see the summary in three ways. Car loan, north region for week 1. Home loan, north region for week 1. So if I don't need loan amount, instead I am more interested about the number of applications. So again, I can close this group and I can click on group by. And this time what I can do, I can go to advanced, select all the three options, line of business, region, and week. I can keep it on sum of, I can keep it on options as sum. And here instead of loan, I will select number of applications. Yeah, number of loan disbursements. Yes, correct. Number of loan disbursements. And then I click OK. So this time, instead of me getting the loan value dispersed, I will be able to get the number of loan applications that got dispersed. So friends, I hope this video was useful for you to understand how group by as an option can be used in Power BI to achieve exactly what we achieve using pivot tables as an option in Microsoft Excel. Thank you for your time. Thank you for viewing this video. For more videos on how to use Power BI for better graphical representations, please subscribe to our channel. Thank you.